Hey everyone, Sergio here with the Rideshare Guy. What do we say on Show Me the Money Club? Work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, which I have been for the past year and a half, you may be working a lot harder than you need to. Let's change that. Download the app, link your account where you can manage your income, track your expenses, as well as your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more money, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download the Solo app today. Begin to work smarter, not harder. Link is in the description. Let's get back to it.
This
So
is
this
Uber
was sent
testing
to us by Harry, good old Harry Campbell. And he was like, you should talk about this. I think this is a good idea. So what do you guys think? Pay attention to this. So I was born in Istanbul, in Turkey. I'm Armenian, but I was born there. So in Istanbul, Uber functions completely differently. They function more under cab rules than anything else. So this is from a tweet that Harry saw and forwarded to me. So this gentleman was visiting Istanbul and he ordered an Uber. The Ubers are in Istanbul. So he goes, huh? Uber is asking for an upfront tip to get a ride at Istanbul airport. I was like, what does that have to do with anything, Harry? And he goes, no, I think it's a good idea. Maybe they could do that here for people to get picked up faster. So we put it in the as a segment. Don't want to tip before you ride? You'll have to. This is Uber telling the JT Genter, who was landed in Istanbul and trying to get, by the way, Istanbul International Airport kicks LAX's ass from here to Kingdom Come. It's an amazing airport, but it happens to be 30 miles outside the main city. Okay, so don't want to tip before your ride? You'll have to wait for Uber to send out the request. So Uber is telling this to the customer, tip so your chances of getting picked up is higher. I am all for this, actually, for this to be tried in the US, Chris. As long as the tip cannot be touched. Like Uber Eats does.
Yeah. For those who are just listening, there's a screenshot that Uber had, and it says, add a tip for faster pickup. A driver may be more likely to accept this ride if you add a tip. Your driver receives 100% of the tip. And if you add a tip now, you can't change it later. So that's right there. Takes care of tip baiting. As long as that rule remains, no matter what.
If so why can't they do that in Istanbul, but they can't do it in the US?
I don't know.
But it clearly says if you add a tip, you can't change it later. Uber, why can't you do it here? You do it in Istanbul, do it here. Have some balls. Huh? There you go.
Well, here's the thing. I think it should be, if you add a tip now, you can't take it away, but you can add to it later.
Yes.
So if you want it, let's say you tip your driver $10 and it was a good ride and you want to do another $5 on top of it, you should be able to do that. You cannot take that tip away. You cannot decrease that tip, only in addition to, and at the end or underneath that, it says you could add more at the end of the ride or something like that. I think something like that would be so much better, because then you don't have to worry about tip baiting. You don't have to worry about any of that crap. The problem, though, that I see with this is that there is a reason why drivers are not accepting the ride, and that is because they are not paying well. So why are you having the passenger subsidize the ride even more, because they're already paying the high, ridiculous rates? Because we all know that you got the airport fees, the taxes on everything on top of it. Then you have the crazy commercial insurance. Then you have their take, and then you're left over with the measly little 2 bits that you're going to get as a driver. So why, again, would you have to do this to subsidize the driver to actually accept the ride? I don't that's where I disagree with this. I don't think that this is a good idea. I like the fact that you can't change the tip, so there's no tip baiting allowed. That I like. But you should not be subsidizing the ride. And the other side of the coin, I don't know if they have upfront fares there. I don't think they do, but if they do, that's a problem, because what they can do is you could add that tip. And then what we talked about earlier, what happens if they decide to, we're going to adjust the base fare just by a little bit? So instead of the base fare being $10 with a $10 bonus, well, we're going to, or I mean, a $10 tip, we're going to give the ride out for $6 and keep that $10 tip on there. So instead of being $20, the driver's only going to make 16. And, you know, we were able to at least get $4 more out of that ride. And
Well,
you don't know if that's going to, you don't know. The only way you'd be able to look at that is if you're doing a phone comparison. So I am not a fan of this, especially in upfront fare markets, coming to the US. I have very big reservations when it comes to that. First of all, again, no subsidizing the ride with the passenger already. Yes, tips are great. Tips are appreciated. And, you know, it would be great because, again, you're only making 2 bits on the ride. But when it comes to them doing that, yeah, I'm not a fan.
Okay. All right. And, you know, whatever works in the other side of the world may not work here. But the only thing, if I do like anything about this, that once you tip, you can't change it. That's what I like about it.
That's a great idea. And that should be across the board. If you're adding a tip, boom, that's what you should be doing. And no taking it away, none of that crap. You can't be like, oh, I accidentally did. Oh, I'm sorry. That's, you know, it is what it is. You typed it in and there you go. I think what, you know, that's one thing I am worried about though, too, because you can just be like, oh, I accidentally did it. I meant to only do this. And it was a glitch. So I don't know what to do.
No, you know, Uber is the only, well, we're going to talk about it in the next segment. So, yeah. Okay. All right.
What do you guys think though? I see a couple of people who, you know, kind of on the fence and different things.
They agree with you.
Yeah. Nikki, thanks for the super chat.
Yep.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.